Hello, hello! My name is Kallista, and welcome back to the Blackwell Epiphany. In the last episode, we learned that Peter Fielding's ghost actually hasn't been sundered. It is up and about, right as rain. Still thinks he's alive, but whatever, he's not been ripped in two. And we also learned the identity of the ghost that lives in the apartment across from George's. Apparently she's called Tanya Corsi, something like that. Now, we were going to head back to the church and tell...
So I found Peter.
Peter? Peter Fielding?
Yeah, he's safe and sound. Spiritually speaking, anyway.
Huh. Michael was sure that Peter's ghost was taken.
Just between you and me, Michael doesn't look to be sure about very much.
Yeah, we were going to go back to the church and tell him that he was actually okay. Dead, but okay.
So, have you heard of this Tanya Corsi person?
Tanya Corsi? Was she in the gym?
No, it's the name of our roof spook. Is she famous or something?
You could say that. She has a TV show.
I think you mean she had a TV show. Let's get going.
Okay, so I was putting money on her being a news anchor or something, because going back and rewatching some of the episodes, there have been a couple of times when a character has said the news isn't the same since they got that new anchor. And so I was like, even more hints. But now that Rosa said she has a TV show, maybe she's like a talk show host, something like that.
You return with news, I hope?
We found one of the Grace Group spooks, Peter Fielding.
I see. Is he still intact?
Yeah, he tried to get me to join a gym.
I thought as much.
You thought so? What do you mean?
You know as well as I do. A spirit cannot be moved from this world until it is spiritually ready. It would appear that is also the case here.
Oh. Both George and Leah realized they were dead. So that's why they were able to be Oh, I don't think this is our fault. We weren't to know. Also, we weren't the people who... We killed neither George or Leah. In George's case, he was shot. In Leah's case, she killed herself. And we didn't sunder them. So this is not our fault. I am not claiming responsibility for this.
But what about George and Leah?
From my understanding, they were aware of their death when they were taken.
Yeah, they were.
Then there's your answer. They were spiritually ready to leave this world, and so were vulnerable. This Fielding, was it? He is a lucky soul indeed. Until he is made aware, he cannot be taken. Not by you, or by anyone else.
And you've never seen this before?
You've been around the block a few times, so to speak. Nothing like this has ever happened to you before?
The destruction of the very essence of life? No. Such a thing is difficult to contemplate, and to witness it, even more so.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. This is not our fault. We are not responsible for this.
So what? We just leave the spook to rot?
Of course not. It has been known for some spirits to become aware on their own. The right face, the right moment, anything can trigger it. And if that happens to Fielding, no. Our duty is to save him, and save him we shall.
How? The usual rules have been chucked out the window. We make a move and he gets hammered, and we're not going to let that happen. Not again.
It is a dilemma for certain.
I'm guessing we have to say this then.
So wait, this is our fault?
Whatever do you mean?
Leah, George. Just by trying to save them, we destroyed them.
I suppose. Yes, it could be seen that way. But please do not blame yourself. How could you have known?
Ignorance doesn't change anything.
Listen to me. Whatever or whoever is taking these souls, they were marked long before they died. All we can do now is move forward and save who we can.
So, Rosa is taking responsibility for this. I refuse responsibility. Whoever is sundering these souls is responsible. They're the ones being jackasses.
We need to think about this, plan our next move.
Of course. In fact, I might have an idea along those lines. I must confer with my host. Please excuse me.
Do you want to let us in on that little secret? On this idea?
He's okay? Peter's really okay?
He is still deceased, but in all other respects, yes. He is as well as can be.
This changes everything. You have no idea. You two, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I never even considered that Peter's soul could be saved. And maybe Heather, too. Yes, Heather. If she wasn't taken, then her soul must still be lost.
And this is a good thing?
Of course. If a soul is merely lost, it still can be saved. And maybe so can mine.
So what is the plan?
So, what's your plan?
We are approaching this from ignorance, and possibly from fear. Before I was trapped in the void, I was a spirit guide for a very long time. I can learn much from a spirit by looking at it, and talking to it. If Fielding's soul still exists, then it must be brought here.
And Heather. Heather's soul must still be out there.
And her as well, of course.
Peter Fielding's spook is at the gym. It's not too far away. You can talk to him there.
Are you kidding? I step out of this circle, who knows what could happen? If I die, there's a good chance I'll be an aware spirit, just like Leah and George, and then...
Be at peace, my host. I would not ask you to do such a thing.
Well, thank heaven for that.
Besides, it is unnecessary. As you say, only spiritually aware souls are attacked. Since this Fielding is not spiritually aware, meeting him in his current state would be fruitless. We need to awaken him before I can determine anything about him.
Won't awakening these ghosts destroy him? Aren't we trying to avoid that?
Don't be absurd. We'll put them behind this circle. They will be safe there.
And how are we supposed to do that? Spooks like me can't enter the thing.
This might surprise you, Malone, but I did think of that. Come here. Take this.
What's this thing?
Call it a totem. It was made with some of my essence. The circle was created in much the same manner, so it will make a perfect focus. When you awaken a spirit, use the totem to send them directly here. They will remain safely behind the circle until we can determine the next course of action.
So I'll be trapped in this circle with Peter and Heather's ghosts?
I am afraid so, my host.
Well, I suppose it can't be helped. And I guess it will be nice to see them again.
Yes.
Okay. This is all... On one hand, I'm glad that Peter and Heather are okay, but I feel like we are running quite the risk here because George's ghost was sundered almost immediately after he got shot and he rose out of his body. He was sundered easily within a minute. I would say within 30 seconds. Leah's ghost, it took a little bit longer. Maybe that's because she was in our gate. But because we were taking our time and kind of talking to her, faffing about, she was still killed pretty quickly. So, awakening Peter and Heather, we are going to have to act very quickly with the totems to get them to safety.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Peter? Anything that can help us?
No. Of all the people in our group, Peter was the one I spoke to the least. I think George once belonged to his gym, even took personal training sessions for a while. But George wasn't really the personal fitness type.
Okay, and Heather?
I need to know everything you can tell me about Heather.
Well, there was one thing. It was a confession of sorts, you see, and she trusted me.
What was it?
You don't understand. It was a confession. It might have been a long time ago, but it was still a sacred trust. I can't betray that trust. It goes against everything I believe in.
Don't you think that under the circumstances, she would understand?
I'm not sure God would.
Does it really matter? What's the worst that could happen?
Eternal
You
damnation?
lose your soul.
My God, when you put it like that. Heather was a prostitute. She wanted to confess, but didn't feel right entering a church. She might have been Jewish, judging by her name, but I think she just wanted to speak to someone who understood.
Understood.
Someone who had been to grace group meetings. Someone who had had a life-changing revelation, like I did. I don't know what her revelation was, but she wanted to purge herself of her old life. So she asked if I could come to her apartment and listen to her. So I did.
Do you remember where she lived?
I was a priest entering the house of a prostitute. It's not something you forget. She lived by Tompkins Square Park. Here's the address.
Okay. Okay. I don't think there's anything... Well, we can ask about Tanya Corsi.
Did you ever watch Tanya Corsi's show?
No, sorry.
Fair dues. Okie doke.
I guess we should get going.
Then I do believe our talk is concluded. I will return outside.
Hey, Madeline?
Yes, my host.
It's all right.
All right.
Yeah, stay inside. It's cold out there.
I don't feel the cold, my host.
I know. Just stay, please. And thanks.
It is my pleasure, my host.
Aw, that's nice. I'm not shipping these two, but I'm glad that he's being friendly towards her. That's good. Okie doke. And with that, let's see. I think maybe we should stick with Peter, do him first. That seems right. Admittedly, Rosa still can't get into the gym, which is rather unfortunate. Let's see. Anything new to talk to him about? He's still checking out that light.
Hey, Peter?
Hey man, what can I do for you?
Yeah, personal training sessions.
So I'm told that you give personal training sessions.
Yeah, you interested?
I sure am.
Well, I don't have the time right now, but I can probably pencil you in. Just gotta check the schedule outside. How about next Tuesday, say 11 a.m.?
Sure, I think I can swing that.
Great. Here's my number in case you need to reschedule. You got a phone?
No, I'll just remember it.
Okay. 646-555-0425.
Thanks.
Great. See you then. And by the way, when you come to our session, don't wear a suit.
Okay, Joey, be prepared to sweat next Tuesday.
A calendar with a marker pen attached.
Can we look at it though? Okay. Admittedly, Joey isn't going to be able to do anything with this because, you know, he's incorporeal. Okay, at least now we've got that guy's phone number. Rosa, my dear, can we ring that?
No answer.
Okay. Let's see. Maybe in notes? Peter Fielding's ghost gave us his phone number. It's 646-555-0425 for all the good it will do us. Maybe...
I can't see any connection.
Okay. God, what are we gonna do with his phone number? Maybe starting with Michael was a bad idea. It'd help if we could get Rosa into the gym. That way we'd actually be able to do stuff here. Yeah, I think maybe we have to come back to this one. Okay, let's see. There's the gym. Yeah, Heather. Oh, hello. She alright?
Some nasty spikes up there. I'm not climbing over it for sure.
Okay. Can't look at Heather, apparently.
It just looks like a hallway leading down to a set of stairs.
This looks like a nice little apartment block. Looks pretty decent. Joey.
Hey, how do you get in?
Ah, hello, miss.
Answer my question. How do you get in?
Oh, the gate was open. Is that all right?
Sure, I guess. Just be sure to close it when you leave. I don't want to get in trouble.
I think they've used this voice actress before. Her voice sounds very familiar to me.
Those plants are barely clinging to life.
Rip.
Dark and dusty. Can't tell what's in there. Frozen solid. Nobody's gonna have a picnic on that anytime soon. Nice looking girl. I suppose that's an asset in her line of work.
Probably.
Excuse me, miss?
Oh, hi. What's up?
You sure you should be out here?
Why shouldn't I be? It's perfect. It's so nice to finally have a night clear enough to enjoy this place.
Clear night. Right. You live here?
I do. Why?
No reason. Just making conversation. Is your name Heather Goffstein?
Oh, I see. You came from Ray.
Ray?
Of course. You did come from Ray, right?
Oh, Ray's her pimp. I'd put money on that. Evasive.
I don't know any Ray. I came to see you.
Oh, well, that's sweet, I guess. But it doesn't matter. If you want a date, you'll need Ray's permission.
A date?
Isn't that why you're here?
No, not at all. I just want to talk.
Really?
Really?
Well, I suppose that's all right, but we should stay out here. If we don't go in the bedroom, then it's not a date.
You don't seem terribly surprised that I'm here in your garden.
It is a bit strange you appeared out of nowhere, but hey, I'm used to men appearing on my doorstep. And for some reason, you seem safe.
Safe?
Yeah, just a vibe.
Huh. Thanks, I guess.
Good job, Joey. Good job for having good vibes. Let's just go through them.
Can you tell me about the Grace Group, Heather?
Grace Group?
Yeah. You were a member, right?
Sorry, I don't know what that is.
Come on, think. You met in the basement of Grace Church.
What, like AA? I'm not an alcoholic, thank you.
You ever go to the Carth House? Dumpy place in Chelsea.
I don't think so. Sorry.
Tell me about Father Michael Cooper.
Father Michael? Is he a priest or something?
Yeah, or something. He was part of the Grace Group.
I don't know him. Sorry.
Are you sure? He seems to know you.
You don't meet many priests in my line of work. Or at least, if you do, they don't usually tell you.
She seems to have completely forgotten all of her past.
Do you know a Tanya Corsi?
I don't think so. Sorry.
Benjiro?
Do you know a guy named Benjiro?
I can't really say one way or the other. Sorry. I could get into trouble.
Ooh.
Do you know a guy named Peter Fielding? Runs a gym in Murray Hill.
I can't really say one way or the other. Sorry. I could get into trouble.
So, tell me a bit about yourself, Heather.
Can we not, please? Let's just enjoy the evening, okay? It's nice out here.
Sure, no problem. Do you know a guy named Peter Fielding?
Okay, that's...
I could...
And Ray?
So, tell me about this Ray character.
I really shouldn't. Ray is really exclusive with the clients we're given. I shouldn't have told you the name.
Okay, anything else?
So, tell me about this...
Ray...
Okay. If Ray is a pimp...
Well, Heather, I have to get going.
Sure. I'd leave the gate open, but for some reason, I don't think that will be a problem for you.
That was interesting. Huh. She's clearly unaware, and her memory is very obviously spotty, but that was an odd comment. But what I was saying is that if Ray is a pimp, there's a good chance he might be in a police database.
Officer Palmer?
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Let's see. Can you look up a Ray? Also, Peter's no... Oh, okay. First things first, Heather Goffstein, ex-prostitute, so she might be in the system.
Do you have any record of a Heather Goffstein?
Let me check. Nope, nothing on Heather Goffstein. Sorry.
Okay, so she probably wasn't using her real name when she was a prostitute.
Could you look up another phone number for me?
I suppose I can, within reason.
I'm trying to track down someone who Leah knew. The number is 646-555-0425.
Alright, give me a second. That phone is registered to a unit in Murray Hill. Here's the address.
We got his actual address. Yes! There we go.
Do you know anything about someone named Ray? I don't know who he is, but I think he's involved with prostitution.
Prostitution? Is this related to Leah's case?
I don't know. It could be.
This just gets better and better. Anyway, Ray, let's take a look. Okay, the name Ray definitely comes up in the Vice Department database. There was a raid on a bar called Vantini a few years ago, and someone named Ray was taken in for questioning. No charges were made.
Just Ray? No last name?
No. Whoever Ray is, that's his full legal name. Anyway, here's the address of the bar if you need it.
Thanks.
Sure.
Nice. Also, while we're here, do you know anything about Tanya Corsi?
Do you know anything about Tanya Corsi's death?
Tanya Corsi? What are you doing getting involved with her?
It's...
complicated. Yeah, I get it. Durkin warned me it might get weird. Anyway, there's not much to tell. She slipped in her shower and hit her head on the tub. She fell unconscious and she drowned. The coroner did an autopsy on her and found traces of whiskey and Valium in her system. Not a good combination.
She killed herself?
If you believe the tabloids, then yeah. But the coroner says no. There wasn't much in her system to actually kill her, but it was enough to make her a bit clumsy.
So it was just an accident.
So it would seem.
I'm inclined to believe that. I don't know why, but you take some Valium, you take some whiskey, it makes you a little bit tipsy. You decide to take a shower and whoopsie, bang, gone. That makes sense to me. I don't think that doesn't sound like a suicide. And Tanya seems very peppy. She seems very feisty and sassy, not... She doesn't seem depressed, if you get what I mean. Yeah.
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Okie doke. Now then, who do we want to follow up on here? We have 3 ghosts. You know, I've started on Heather, so we'll finish her off. Vantini. Okay.
I can't see much, but it seems much warmer in there than it is out here. I can't see much.
Okay.
The gate is locked.
Damn it. Just seems like a little club. Doesn't, you know, it's not too flashy or anything.
Will you look at this, Denise? Someone brave enough to join us in this weather. Well, brave or stupid anyway.
Right.
Hold up. That's Abe Goldfarb. That's Joey's voice actor.
Whoever this was, he signed it, "Thanks for the tie, with love, AG."
Oh, so I noticed one of the achievements was something like Goldfarb Digger, and it was find a hidden door.
What the? Wait, do you see that? Whoa! Huh? Where the hell am I?
Whatever this place is, it's not kosher.
I think we're in space. Are we in space? Because this really looks like space.
Does that mean you guys will implode? Because that would be awesome. I mean tragic. Definitely tragic.
Trust me, we're not in space. You lot are missing the bigger picture. The question isn't where we are, but why are we here?
That's a question that's been asked since the beginning of time.
That's not the point, mate. Think about it. I'm thinking that I wish I still had my ship. What about you, little guy? Can't you fly out there and bring back help?
I don't fly. I hover.
I can totally fix that. I'm pretty good with robots. You want a jetpack? I gave Hero a jetpack once. He's due to re-enter orbit any week now.
No. Nobody messes around inside me except the boss, or shiny gynoids.
Bloody hell, stop and think for a blasted minute. Why are we here? What led us here?
Who can say? What led you here?
Everything's connected. All things have a pattern that can be followed. So, what's our pattern? You lost me, pal. Sorry. Oh, wait, I think I get it. You're saying that there's some circuit that's connecting us all.
Something like that, sure.
That's all great, but that still doesn't tell us what this place is.
Whatever this place is, it's not kosher.
Okay, is
I
that...
think we're in space. Are we in space? Because this really looks
Oh,
like
but-
space.
Hearing
you guys
Abe
will implode
Goldfarb
because
doing
that
an
would be
English
awesome.
accent, I did not know I needed that in
I
my
mean
life.
tragic.
Is
Definitely
that accent
tragic.
supposed to be real?
It's
Trust
not the
me,
best.
We're not
Hey,
in
guy.
space. A little help here?
Nothing's resonating.
You lot are missing the bigger picture.
Listen to him. Sounds like he's gargling gravel.
These
The question isn't where
These
we
are all,
but why are we here?
other Wadjet Eye games.
That's a
So this is
question
a
that's been asked
Shiva.
since the beginning of time.
I don't know what the other four are.
That's not the point,
Oh.
mate. Think about
Excuse
it.
me, fella. I was wondering if you could help me out. He can't hear me. It's like talking to a stone.
I'm thinking that I wish I
He's
still had
trying
my
to sound
ship.
tough, but I don't buy it.
What about you, little
I have
guy?
no
Can't
idea
you
what
fly
that
out
thing
there
is,
and
but
bring back
God,
help?
what an annoying voice.
I don't
Oh my
fly.
God.
Listen to that
I
guy.
hover.
Sounds like he swallowed helium.
I can totally fix that.
I'm pretty
This
good with
is
robots.
great.
You want a jetpack?
This is great. I love this.
I
Let's,
gave Hero a
let's
jetpack
leave.
once. He's due to re-enter orbit any week now. That was interesting.
That was amazing. I love it. I love it. Oh, that was... Oh. Yes. Just yes.
It's a bunch of hearts. Can't really say anything else about it.
Okay, now on to the
I don't
mystery.
know who that woman is, but it's dedicated to someone named Mistress B.
That is apparently nothing.
A young woman tending the bar. She doesn't look happy to be there. She looks like she's had several martinis and is just getting started.
Hey, good for her. Okay, Rosa. Hello?
She looks kind of young to be working at a place like this. Hi.
Hey, what can I get for you?
So what can you tell me about this place?
It's old, quiet. I like it that way.
Really?
Yeah, I work on my thesis most nights. Honestly, I'm surprised a big place like this can stay open. It's always empty.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's because most of their clientele don't come here for the drinks.
Do you know Ray?
Ray?
Yeah, is he here?
No, he is not.
She was a little bit too forceful there.
I better not drink. I need to keep a clear head.
How about a
Okay.
coffee or something?
Ooh.
No thanks, I already have one.
I see.
You should have accepted the coffee, love.
Do you know Heather Goffstein?
Sorry, I don't.
Okay.
Thanks. I better get going. She must
Madam?
really like this place to be here in this weather. Excuse me.
Yes?
I'm looking for Ray. Do you know where I can find him?
Ray, huh? And why would you be looking for Ray?
I need to talk to him. I'm working with the police. Someone has died. Let's not drop the police in what is clearly a front for a brothel.
I need to talk to him. I can't go into specifics, but it involves a woman who worked for him.
Worked for him, In what capacity?
She was a working girl, Heather Goffstein. She worked for Ray, and now she's dead.
I see. Worked is the appropriate word, I suppose. Heather left my employ a long time ago.
Your employ?
Yes. You want to speak to Ray? She's right in front of you. The former Rachel Mendez at your service.
Ah, okay. Nice, I like that.
So you work here?
Not directly, but I suppose I'm as much a fixture here as anything else.
Yeah, Ray isn't a pimp, she's a madam.
So Heather worked for you. Can you tell me about her?
It's been, several years. I'm afraid I can't tell you much. She was very young, very pretty, slightly lost, perhaps, like many of my girls. She's really dead? How did it happen?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Is this a police matter?
Not directly. I'm working with them, but I'm pretty much on my own.
Well, in that case, ask me whatever you like.
Okay.
You said Heather left your employ. Could you explain?
Just that. She packed up and left.
And you were okay with that?
Do you think I would drag her back against her will? Absolutely not. And what would be the point? I replaced her the next week. It's the nature of this business. Some girls try the life, discover it's not for them, and then leave. Some stay for years and it grinds them alive. But occasionally, with luck and persistence, one can flourish. Like I did.
Good for you.
Did Heather have any enemies, an obsessive client, or anything?
I suppose anything is possible, but not likely. I screen our clients very carefully, and I keep very careful records.
Oh, I would like those records.
How does this business work exactly?
There's no bedroom upstairs, if that's what you are asking. I own several apartments in the city. I give the girls room and board in exchange for the money they receive. Some of them skim, hell, all of them skim, but I make sure to treat them well. They treat me well in return.
Okay, seems fair.
If you kept careful records, does that mean you have a list of Heather's clients somewhere?
No. I'm sorry, but no.
Yeah, you do.
Don't you want to know what happened to Heather? That client list could help.
You have no reason to suspect one of her clients had anything to do with it. You can't even tell me how she died. I won't betray my client's trust based on a flimsy guess.
I really need that client list.
Absolutely not. I give a premium product, and our clients expect premium service. Privacy is part of that service. That client list stays in my office where it belongs.
It's in your office? Thank you. I don't want to threaten to bring the police in, because if we do that, she could just head to her office and delete the files, and I'd really rather avoid that.
Well, I guess that's everything.
Sorry I can't help you. For what it's worth, I liked Heather. I'm sad she's dead. I suppose a drink to her memory is in order. Care to join me?
Thanks, but no.
More for me then. Denise! One gimlet, please. You know how I like it.
Okie doke, and with that, I am out of time for this episode. In the next one, hopefully we can break into Ray's office, but until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.